Welcome to my Lifeyt, guys. Starting a new project today. Stay tuned. Oh, driving. Hey guys, so we're starting a new project today. This is a single seat go-kart. Got a tag down here. It's called a streaker. It says pace setter. Got serial number. Ken Bar Manufacturing. So this one is going to get a brand new Predator 212. We're going to try running these big old knobbies, but what we're going to work on today is the rear axle. It's actually got a really cool diff axle, but it's got the bearings that are rusted on there. So we're going to show you how to cut those off and still be able to use this axle. It's got some rust on it, but still usable. So we're going to show you how to do that. So stay tuned, keep watching, and we'll get right into it. Alright guys, so if you're like me and you don't have a bunch of extra money sitting around, you're going to want to reuse your axle when you pick up the go-karts. These are rusty, they're crusty, they can still be used, they can be saved. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these bearings off. I'm just going to make a cut here and a cut on the other side, and without trying to hit the axle as little as possible, and then you'll just knock them off with a chisel and a hammer. So really simple, easy way to get them off. I mean, this go-kart was already taken apart, but we can save this axle. It's still a good axle, so let's get started. As you can see, if you cut both sides of that, they pop right off. So, not hard. I'm just going to get this other one real quick. Alright, so we got one more bearing to cut off here, guys. We're going to just slice it on both sides and do the same thing we did on the first one. Alright, so I got that one little nick in there. That's all I got in the whole thing. This side, this other one down here, I cut it on the keyway so that there was space behind it. Didn't even leave a mark. So now what we're going to do is put a wire wheel on our grinder and clean that axle up. So it'll be just like new. So our bearings won't go on this axle yet. It's, like I said, they beat it up a little bit. It's got some pitting. I'm just going to take some sandpaper and a palm sander, and I'm going to clean it up the best I can. We'll get those, once we get those on there, we'll be good. But this is actually, we got to have two bearings on here and two bearings over here. This side of it is pretty rough. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but it's pretty beat up. So. So that bearing is still kind of tight on there. I think what we're going to end up doing is leaving it though, because I do think it's going to go on there. I just don't want to put it on too far or not far enough. I just want to put them on one time and not have to keep taking them on and off. Alright guys, so we're going to wipe the axle down now, and basically that's going to be, our axle should be good to go. These bearings are just barely going on, but I think once I clean them, you know, clean the axle off, get the dirt off there, we'll probably do a little bit of oil on there. And then we'll be waiting on this until we start to put it back into the go-kart. Now you gotta get a couple more of these flanges. This is a 4-bearing system. So in our go-kart we bought it with the box of parts and it didn't have these in there. So we're gonna have to get these. I'm just using some paint thinner. It's almost like a mineral spirits or whatever. That'll clean off most of it and dry pretty good, pretty quick, so just so it's clean for our bearing to go on. You may have to clean this axle up a little bit more. There's some burrs and stuff in this keyway, but I think I'm going to leave it for now. Alright guys, thanks for joining us today. I just wanted to show you a quick, easy way to get those old bearings off. And that goes for any bearing like that. I mean, if you're not reusing it, if you just slice on both sides, I barely nicked the axle on the one. But, you know, and then I hit it with the chisel and they came right off. So, just keep that in mind when you're trying to reuse and repurpose your parts. You know, if you're not reusing it, it's always, you know, you can always just do that instead of, well, doing like they did on the one end and beating it all up with a chisel. So that's all we got time for today, guys. If you want to check in the description, we have links to the CVT, the belt system that we're going to use on this, and some other go-kart parts. So check those out. Also, look us up on Facebook at Lifeyt, just like our page here. We have a Facebook group there. Like to get some discussion going on there. Post your videos if you'd like. Get some views on yours. Get some people looking at them there. But thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.